Welcome back to VHS Tacos, everybody, for another rousing rendition of This Is Actually Good, I Swear, Please Don't Leave. As you can see by the pumpkin in the background with a little bit of glare on it from the candle, it's spooky season. Spooky season is fantastic. We've got goblins and ghouls, and we've got ghosts and zombies. Hint, wink. Haven't figured it out yet? Don't worry. Nobody figured it out when this movie came out in theaters 7 years ago. That's right, we're taking it all the way back to 2013 for a movie that, honestly, really isn't that bad. It's corny, it's schlocky, it's got Ryan Reynolds. We're going to tag him. Make sure we tag him. Intern. You'll get food later. Tag Ryan Reynolds in this video. I don't care how. We'll get back to that in a second. R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department. How many people have seen this movie? That's right. That deafening silence you hear is probably just me. I don't even think Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges ended up seeing the movie. And you know what? Much like the case to this movie, front and back, there was nothing special about the trailers. There was nothing special about the marketing. They had a decent, at best, Xbox Live arcade game for it on the 360. It actually wasn't terrible. Brother and I had a heck of a time in that. But the movie came and went. It had one of the worst opening weekends that I've seen in my life. And then it just disappeared into the cosmos, like the deados that they blast in the movie. So the whole idea of the movie is that Ryan Reynolds is a good-looking cop. I know, hard to believe. And he dies. He gets blasted. But wait! There's more. So he wakes up, sitting across the table from Mary Louise Parker, and she tells him, "We want you to join the force." What? He's dead. The Rest in Peace Department. They help keep law and order on planet Earth from any invading deados that try to sneak their way in. And deados are previously deceased people who have taken on a form that can pass as human, but everything around them starts to decay. Honestly, it's not the worst premise for a movie. It's really not. After all, it's not an Adam Sandler movie in the last 15 years. And it's pretty solid. You know, it's unique. You know, the guy who directed this, I'm going to butcher the last name, by the way. So, hang in there, folks. Robert Schwenke. Intern, how do you say that? Robert Schwenke. Look, the guy did Red, R.I.P.D, Retired Extremely Dangerous. You seeing a pattern here, folks? And he had some solid action in that, and there's some solid action in here. You know, it's not a bunch of shaky cam nonsense where you can't see what's going on. You know, and it's a pretty creative movie. It's fun, but yes, oh yeah, it's dumb, and at times it's actually a little rude, if we're being honest here. There's a joke in there about Indian food and curry, which, yeah, it still doesn't sit well. It didn't sit well 7 years ago. Bit of an oddball joke. I probably should have reconsidered that. But you got Ryan Reynolds, and he's doing his Ryan Reynolds shtick. Nothing new, you know. You either like the guy or you don't. And then you got Jeff Bridges, who is doing his Rooster Cogburn from True Grit. But if Rooster Cogburn just decided to get hopped up on 25 monsters and 7 5-hour energies, and then boom, just dive right into it. I mean, he's really the driving force to watch this movie, because he just goes so off the rails, he lands on the rail next to it. It's madness just watching it. And then, of course, you got my boy Kevin Bacon as the bad guy. Oh no, couldn't see that one coming. That's not a spoiler. You know, I mean, granted, the trailer didn't tell you that, but I don't even think the trailer showed Kevin Bacon in it. So, And at this point, 7 years old, you know, I think the statute of limitations on a spoiler alert is well past. What we say, a year and a half, 2 years, give or take. So now we get to my issues with the movie. The love interest to Ryan Reynolds. She is there 100% to be a plot device. Now, I know what you're thinking, starting to ring some bells. Ding, 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 ding. That's the same exact stunt that they pulled in Deadpool 2. And granted, yeah, but at least Deadpool 2 had some form of closure with that. R.I.P.D. doesn't really do much in the respectful way of closure with her character. It's just kind of like, hey, she's the plot device. Oh no, she got. Oh, but brought her back to life. That's it. Her boyfriend, fiance, husband, guy, Ryan Reynolds, he's still dead. Let's move on. There's like, yeah, they just, they really don't handle her well. And actually, come to think of it, they really don't handle the female characters all too well, because then you just have Mary Louise Parker, who is just like a super horned up love interest, side P, I don't know what you would call it, to Jeff Bridges' character, Roy Cephas. Great name, by the way. If anything, just give this movie 5 stars just for naming someone Roy Cephas. That's a heck of a name. But she's just like his eye candy, his toy. It's really messed up. They don't handle females in this movie all too well, and there's only 2 of them. So, well, 2 main ones, let's put it that way. Yeah, so there's some background ones, but just like the movie would think, they don't count. Another issue. Boy, does this movie yada, yada, yada right over the MacGuffin. It's some pieces of gold, which cop Kevin Bacon and cop Ryan Reynolds seized, but Kevin Bacon seized it because he's actually a deado, spoiler, to open a portal that would allow the deados to come back to Earth for an apocalypse. And, it's an interesting idea. You would think they would want to do like a exposition dump, a little flashback. Nah, you don't get any of that. Not a single thing. It's there. The tablet's there, the tablet's in pieces, and then all of the deados show up at the end, and they'll have different pieces, different gold pieces of this different like temple thing that they're able to put together with the tablet, and then it starts like sucking all the deados down through a port. It's a cool visual, but man, to the yada yada over it. You could probably have an entire movie based on whatever this thing's supposed to be. Those 2 are the biggest glaring issues. Now, of course, you've got some other stuff that they quickly hop and skip over. You could probably see where there's a lot of stuff left behind in the editing room. But at the end of the day, though, really, this movie is 100% live or die on the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges. And they kill it. I could watch an entire Netflix series based on these 2 guys, on their characters, even if it was just like an office comedy, set in the R.I.P.D department, not necessarily out and about. So that actually isn't the worst idea. If someone can get in touch with Netflix and let them know, please. So that is my recommendation to you guys. We're going to start off Spooky Month with some dead folk and some Ryan Reynolds and some Jeff Bridges. Hopefully you guys check it out. I'm not sure where you can check it out, but honestly, it's probably like $5, if that, in the discount bin at Walmart. Chances are it's probably at the bottom, though, so good luck fishing that one out. And that is R.I.P.D. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment. Do not forget to subscribe to VHS Tacos on YouTube. But wait, there's more, because we're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere, people. We're probably like in the toilet bowl. I know the intern's up in the attic, and the intern ain't leaving until he gets this video posted. and even then he's not allowed to leave. So just make sure you give us a like, give us a follow, and if you guys have any recommendations, you have any arguments against my god-awful taste in movies, please let me know in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. That'd be kind of a weird place to hit me up, though. But just let me know. We can discuss it. We can have a good time. And we will see you guys in the next video. VHS Tacos.